They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Pope. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Lions had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign, dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 8. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Back to throw here. He finds his man complete. It's Pope. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming up that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
In motion comes the tight end left. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 23.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the 1st half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He's got his big wide receiver complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts.
as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Going deep here for Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And the Lions are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got room. 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle, and it makes the score 21-10. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Schaefer. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
117 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Are things looking much rosier for him here in week 2? They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Webb. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. It's another one that keeps them moving forward.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. They'll look to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Lions have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Raider offense set to get this drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Raiders on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 4. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And that is incomplete. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Boy, CD, what a way to score. You want to talk about a roller coaster of emotions. They've got the big play. Then they cough it up. It seems to be disastrous, but his teammate is there to scoop it and score it.
Not much else I can add to that, partner. I'll just say one thing. We just saw momentum swing several times on one play.
No problem there on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
This is our time. Our time.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 139 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end.
But now this game is over. Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially how much they were humming in the second half to pull away and get the victory. Really a complete performance.
And so much fun when you're able to have everyone contribute, both sides of the ball. You go back in the locker room and you just savor it, right? Because that's what football's all about.